And welcome in. We're going to be changing some things up. I know we've been doing the Anthony Griggs Coaches Show as of recently right now. So my name is Brennan Reagan. I'm the head of audiovisual production department here at Springfield High School. I'm also a wrestling coach. Boys basketball coming off winter break, going into districts. Ourselves, we're also going into the postseason. Something we haven't talked about yet, though, is there's another season going on. Two pretty good seasons going on here in Springfield High School, and that's the Springfield High School girls basketball team. They're currently 14-4 going into their district play in the start of the postseason. And I have with me, not really one of my students, but it's someone I've seen a lot. So I'll get to know her a little more today. And that's Aliyia Terry. She's number 3, a senior, and she's joining me. This is her first ever podcast. If you're familiar with the show, we've had a few players on it. It's kind of, breaking them into action, trying to get into that little bit of media training. I have very high hopes for Aliyia here today. Aliyia, thank you for joining me. How are you doing, youngin?
I'm good. How are you?
Nice. I'm doing great, and I am so happy that you took some time out of your day to come out here and do that. Real quick, a lot of people I've noticed here in Robertson County, I'm from Clarksville, Tennessee, okay? And I've started teaching here. It seems like this place, Springfield High School, it has a lot of history, a lot of culture, and a lot of pride. Yes. Have you always grown up here in the Springfield area?
I have, yeah. Since birth, my parents are alumni at the school. My grandparents, I'm not sure, but family history runs deep through Springfield High School.
Nice. And you're also obviously a senior and a leader on the girls' basketball team. What's up?
Junior.
Excuse me, you're a junior. I thought... Yeah, that is right. So for anyone that doesn't know, this shows you how close my attention to detail is in the classroom. Aliyah's in my homeroom, so I haven't had her in class yet. And how many times have I talked to the class during our homeroom? I've had you guys for like a year now. Do I ever say much? Sometimes when you guys talk to me, yeah. Okay? And it's an all-junior classroom, so I can't believe I actually almost called you a senior. I will have you one more year, and that's good. So just talk about coming in here to Springfield High School basketball, what you've seen, how it's grown from your freshman to now your upperclassmen years, specifically this year, and all the success you guys have had now. What's kind of changed? What's evolved? Just give me a little bit of insight there.
I would say what changed is definitely our game, the whole game we played. From freshman year, we're slow, but compared to now, it was not as fast. And I mean, the talent stayed the same. It's the younger classmen that was when I was freshman still here. The upperclassmen, the seniors were there their sophomore year. Nothing's changed. It's just, I don't know. I guess we work together. The chemistry is finally there now.
Yeah, and do you think you guys maturing a little bit might have something to do with it? Because you mentioned that it's a lot of the same, but I imagine you look a lot different as a player, and your teammates look a lot different as a player now as opposed to when you first came in. Are there something specifically you feel like you've gotten better at since you've been here at Springfield?
As a team, I would definitely say our passing has got better, looking for those open opportunities, not being as selfish as we were in the past. And personally, for me, would be, I guess, rebounds. Sophomore year, last year, I got rebounds, but now it's more than it was last year.
Absolutely. Have you had any relationships with these? Because I imagine you played basketball. You didn't come into high school playing basketball. Did you and your teammates? Because that's what I notice a lot with my wrestlers, with the football players, the boys basketball team. They've been doing sports together since they were little. Is that the same thing with the girls basketball team here?
Yes. Some of us longer than some of us have, like Shamadi, Zay, we've been junior pro, and then, Talia, like middle school, because we're all in the same county. We didn't play outside schools. It was all in the county.
Now, I imagine you say junior pro. I want to hear when you started exactly playing basketball, and was it even really an option to you? Maybe your parent, I never knew a moment in my life where I wasn't in athletics. From 3 years old to now, my parents were like, hey, he's programmed, okay? Were you a program, or was it kind of just something that happened?
Definitely programmed. My dad not pushed me into
yes,
it, but it wasn't on my radar personally. And I say second grade, and from there to now.
Yeah, and have there been any moments where you were like, I don't know, maybe I want to try a different sport, or have you been pretty unwavering in your commitment to basketball through your youth? Because a lot can change when you're growing up.
I absolutely thought about other sports. At times, the sport, it's just a love-hate relationship with the sport for so long, and still messing up on some things just makes you really angry and definitely wants to put you in another sport.
I can relate to that for sure, Young. And well, you've stuck it through, and is this the best season? I believe this is the best season you guys have had. And correct me if I'm wrong, you've improved from your freshman year to now. You guys have improved every year, but 14-4 going into the postseason. I mean, just talk about what that means for your team, the dynamics of it. I assume you guys are going to go into the postseason a lot more confident, and what your goals are specifically for yourself and your team.
For the team, this definitely gives us that confidence to go into districts and see how far we can go for our season. Our goals is just to play hard every game. I know some games we're going to be off, but to still try to make those layups, try to make those extra passes, keep up that teamwork that we lose sometimes when we get down a certain amount of points.
Now, this is Coach Davis's first season, and big shout out to Coach for allowing you to come on here and represent his program on this show. So I very much appreciate him that. But he is in his first year, kind of an unprecedented amount of success. What specifically did he do when he came in? Were you guys receptive to it, or was it a bit of a challenge? But I want to talk about, what makes him different and how he's shaped this team into what it is now.
When he came in, he examined us, and he let us do what we were good at. He let the guards be guards, go fast, pass the ball, dribble up the floor, and let the post players work in the post. We do have the green light to go outside the three-point line, but, we stick to what we're good at, and that's how we know our roles as a team.
I love that. Now, you're already the best player interview so far. That is insight. I love that. Good. Now, sorry about getting your year wrong, because I do want you to highlight some of the seniors that are currently leading this team too. Just talk about that senior leadership that's going on inside that room right now. What are there anything that some individuals bring, whether it be technical skills that impress you, attitude, and just talk about those seniors and that leadership they have right now.
Yeah, so we have two seniors, Shamaria Pope and Aliyia Workman, and Maldy, she will let you know what you're doing wrong, and you might not want to hear it in that moment or at all, but it's definitely what you need to hear, and it's just important for her to say that because you don't always notice what you're doing wrong. And Aliyia Workman is giving us confidence, even though she might not play as much, but she does give us a lot of confidence.
No, absolutely. I mean, sometimes you never know when your moment will be, when that specific step will be, but you always have to be ready. It's good to know that you have dynamic leadership, that they're holding you accountable to. It's a hard thing to hold your teammates accountable. You're all the same age, and especially now everyone wants to be a little bit more reclusive and in the know. So I'm honestly very impressed hearing you talk about these seniors and your guys' dynamic. Now, does Coach Davis or yourself or the girls ever talk about a specific postseason goal, like maybe district champs or region champs? Because I do mention that to my wrestlers, especially because it's such an individual sport. I'd be like, you should be going for state. You should be, trying to get a step. Is there a specific goal, or you guys just take it day by day?
We don't have a specific goal, but he wants us to go as far as we can because he knows we're capable of going decently far.
Yeah, this is a really successful year so far. Yes. So you're gonna figure out a lot of new things along the way. Are there any specific teams you look forward to playing? Like, for example, when I went to school at Clarksville High School, we had one major rival, and that was Rossview. And I always looked forward to playing them in football. I always looked forward to wrestling against them. Is there a team like that for you guys where you're like, oh yeah, we love competing against them?
Well, since we moved down a class, our only rival is Greenbrier, and the other schools we haven't really played much. We did play Station Camp last season, but it was a non-district game. Portland, we may have played in the summer, but these are new teams, and we're just trying to figure out how they work, really.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Now, You're also from all the things I've gathered about you in my short time. It also seems like you're a very good student, a very successful student. So you're a successful athlete, a successful student. I want to know, Aliyia, tell the people, what are you considering? Because it's starting to get that time, young, and you're starting to look. The light is at the end of the tunnel. As an upperclassman, you're in your last semester. As a junior, you'll be a senior before you know it. Have you even considered? College. Your area of study. What do you think Aliyia is going to be ending up doing here in about 5 to 6 years from now?
Well, thank you for reminding me of my graduation. I do have plans. The college part is a little iffy, but because I mainly picked selective schools, so that's going to be a little difficult. But I do want to go into law, double major in finance and law, and maybe go into corporate. But 5 to 6 years, I just hope to graduate from a college.
Yes, trust me. Listen, if I can do it, you're gonna do it a lot easier. Okay, so that's
a lot of sports behind your belt, though.
Oh yeah, no. Getting in for me was the easy part. It's staying in and doing what needs to be done. You'll end up somewhere fine. Now, another question I have for you is: does basketball or sports play anywhere in there, or is high school the last time you expect to compete, barring anything crazy? It's not in your future plans, or even coaching?
I don't think basketball's in my future plans. I don't know. I don't think it's for me for the collegiate level. But coaching, I thought about just because I played the game so long. But yeah, I don't think it's in my future.
Yeah, no, that's a very mature response too. My favorite thing was whenever I was in college playing football, and the coach would be like, raise your hand if you want to get to the NFL, and everyone would raise their hand. My best friend would never raise his hand. He was like, listen, I'm not at that level. I can contribute here on this team, and I was like, dude, I'm glad that I'm glad that you're sitting here. You're mature about it. You're honest. Now he makes way more money than me, so good for you, EJ. All right, Aliyia, I appreciate you coming on, taking some time to tell me about yourself, tell me about your season, tell me about your teammates. I mean, you were by far my best player interview so far, so you set the bar pretty high, youngin'. Okay, before we leave, I do want to let you anything you want to advertise or shout out, could be just mom and pops, anything. All right, is there anything else you want to say to the people before you head out?
Please support your Yellow Jackets, please. We would love to see our stands full. It was looking a little skimpy, the Greenbrier game, but please come out and support your Yellow Jackets. Do
you know off the top of your head when your next game or two would be?
Tomorrow, actually, against Portland at 6 o'clock.
Good. So today is currently January 15th. This episode will drop hopefully at the end of tonight, January 15th in the evening around 6 to 7 p.m. So by the time you're listening, that will hold up. So tomorrow they'll be playing against Portland. Please come out and support. Aliyia, I appreciate you coming on. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much.